Megan here from MELC Keeney. I hope everybody is continuing to enjoy the beautiful weather we've been having. But if it's a rainy day and you're stuck inside, you can do a science experiment. So let's get started. First, you're going to need some cornstarch. If you don't have it, you can ask next time you're at the grocery store. You're going to need a bowl, a measuring cup, a spoon, a plate, and food coloring if you have it and if you want to see it in color. So let's get started. All right, our topic today, cornstarch in water. Is it a solid, liquid, both, neither? Okay, so a solid is something that you can physically touch, like this bowl, okay? A liquid would be like water, juice, something you pour into it. So we are going to have an experiment of what happens when we combine some cornstarch and some water. So go ahead and think about it, because it may not be what you think. So let's get into it. All right, so as you can see, I poured about a cup of my cornstarch into this bowl, and I have my water with the green food coloring in my cup here. You're not going to need all the water, but what you're going to do, I have it on the plate right now, in case I spill, you're going to pour the water, you're going to start pouring the water into the cornstarch. Don't do it all at once. You want to do it slowly, and as you're doing it slowly, you're going to be mixing it in, okay? So go ahead and do that. I'm going to slowly pour some in and start mixing. So I poured about half of it in, and now I'm mixing up my cornstarch and water. But what am I noticing right away is it's actually, for a powder, it's actually very hard to mix. I'm going to add a little bit more water. I don't want to go overboard here. I don't want to add too much. A little bit more water to my mixture. And start seeing what's happening. You're going to see that it's actually getting very difficult to stir. So let me give it a quick stir. Alright, so as you can see, my mixture here, it looks like a liquid, right? It looks like, if I'm mixing it around here in just my bowl without the spoon, it looks like a liquid, right? Looks like it just maybe, looks like some green milk or something. Okay? But what happens as you're putting your spoon inside of it? It looks like, if you're doing it right, it actually feels hard, and it looks like it's getting clumpy. But look, once I pour it out, it becomes liquidy again. So now the next part's my favorite part, okay? You can take the spoon out, and I want you to go ahead and just put your hand on top of it really, really quickly. Go like that. Kind of hit it. What's happening? Check that out. If you're just hitting it, it almost looks like Jell-O. So wait, now you're telling me the cornstarch is like Jell-O? Check that out. But then what happens if I take my hand and I just let it sink in? It's completely like a liquid. So if I'm hitting it, it becomes kind of difficult, like Jell-O. But if I just let my hand sink in, it sinks in completely like water. What is happening? So the answer to whether or not it's a solid or a liquid is actually, it's called something called a suspension. So this cornstarch in water is known as a suspension. And the reason why is because when you're looking at the cornstarch like this, like a liquid, the molecules that make up the cornstarch have no pressure on it. So they can relax. So it looks like a liquid, okay? But when you press on it, this is when the suspension starts, when you press on it, or look, I'm going to grab it, and you can actually kind of squeeze it and then let it go real quick. And when you squeeze it, you're putting the pressure on it, and it's suspending it. But then the moment you release it, the molecules release, and they let go. So I hope everybody enjoyed that, okay? I've done the science experiment long before I even realized it was a science experiment. So have fun playing with your cornstarch suspension, and I'll see you guys next time.